pilots walk into the White House, he says he used to fly planes. He didn't. When truckers come in, he says he used to drive a truck. He didn't. When Jewish people are here, he always attended synagogues, he said. The Jewish people. He didn't attend a synagogue. Did he ever see a synagogue? He doesn't know what a synagogue is. When black people come, he spent his Sundays in black churches. All of it's false, all of it's fake. He's a fake.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. And last night was a Trump rally down in Florida, and it was full of hilarious Trump zingers. And most importantly, showed anybody who was watching what actual cognitive ability looks like. Did Trump meander around forever? Sure, but the guy was standing in 100-degree heat for over an hour, speaking uninterrupted. I'd challenge Joe Biden to do that for about 7 minutes and make any sense whatsoever. There's so many great little quips from last night and many outtakes, including Trump humiliating Biden on his own golf challenge. Remember when Joe Biden openly challenged Donald Trump to a golf match? Well, Donald Trump threw it back in his face, offered a $1 million prize on it. And of course, this morning, the Biden administration completely hid from it. Before we get into that, just a huge shout out from this video sponsor, Preserve Gold. Many of you were worried about the fate of the US dollar. We're living in an increasingly uncertain time with inflation, the rise of digital currencies, stock market volatility, and recession warnings. Financial analysts are urging Americans to get prepared right now. That's why you should strongly consider physical gold or silver to protect your retirement accounts like IRAs and 401ks. Preserve Gold can explore the right options for you and help you take the first step toward protecting your wealth. They are giving away to my viewers a free, no-obligation wealth protection guide that contains 25 pages of detailed information. Text the word quartering to 50505. Learn how you can help put physical gold and silver into an IRA or 401k and even purchase precious metals for delivery to your home. Preserve Gold has hundreds of 5-star reviews and millions of dollars in trusted transactions and satisfied clients. Additionally, you can get up to $15,000 in free gold and silver with qualified purchases. Again, text quartering, one word, to 50505 or visit preservegold.com/thequartering to receive a exclusive offer today. Now let's start with the funnies, the funnies. So Trump, simply responding to Biden's golf challenge. Okay, at the debate, this is what Joe Biden said.
And by the way, I told you before, I'm happy to play golf if you carry your own bag.
I'll play golf if you carry your own bag. That's not the first time the potato in chief has offered to play golf. In fact, here is another tweet from March 30th, 2024. So just a few months ago. Donald, my offer to play golf still stands. I'll let you take 3 strokes off your game if you carry your own bag. Well, we all know that, of course, they can't even, that Joe Biden would never be able to play a round of golf, 18 rounds, no chance at all. But of course, I want to go to the actual because the Biden-Harris HQ issued this response this morning, and it is incredibly embarrassing. Our response to Trump's challenging President Biden to a golf match at his deranged rally tonight. By the way, again, Joe Biden has challenged Donald Trump not once but twice to golf. Now, of course, I'm more concerned with the fact that our United States government just sent F-16s to Ukraine. I thought we were going for peace there, but instead they go, blah, 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 blah. We're not going to do it, right? So, of course, they get ruthlessly mocked in the replies. Y'all could have just saved everyone the time and written, it's a no, since you know dang well Biden can barely stand. We ain't reading all that. Alex putting out chicken. Here's yet another video of Joe Biden.
Raleigh, Saginaw, Milwaukee, Phoenix, Vegas, Hot Atlanta. Can voters trust?
Give you 3 strokes if you carry your own bag.
So again, yet another example. Why did you challenge Trump to a game of golf 3 months ago? Translation, Joe Biden hates charity because he offered to give $1 million to charity for it. Idiots. I mean, you see all this stuff. Somebody didn't pay attention to 4th grade grammar and punctuation. You're lying. It's embarrassing. During the debate, Joe Biden challenged President Trump to play golf, and Trump has been seen many times in the past 12 days, and all you do is lie. American people are sick of it. Obviously, the quote tweets are gold, too, if you look at those. Some of the best from, this is even funnier when you think about who wrote it. Yeah, it's a bunch of dork interns. Ben Shapiro writing, so that's a no on golf because your candidate can't even walk the course, let alone swing a club. Savannah Hernandez, shout out Sav. Dear Biden intern, we're not reading all that. Y'all could have just saved everyone's time and said, our man can't even walk, so it's a no from us. Imagine the sassy black females and emaciated male LGBTQ members of Biden's campaign gathered around a whiteboard workshopping these comebacks to own the chuds before deciding to send them all out. I mean, it's so perfect. None of this is true. Obviously, all of it's lies. So then so it's a no to golf. Got it. It was like the typical leftist wall of text meme to the reply. Then, of course, you see the initial challenge here by Trump, which is golden.
I'm also officially challenging Crooked Joe to an 18-hole golf match right here. Underal's Blue Monster, considered one of the greatest tournament golf courses anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
One of the great courses of the world. It will be among the most watched sporting events in history.
It would be.
Maybe bigger than the Ryder Cup or even the Masters.
I don't know about that, but maybe.
And I will even give Joe Biden 10 strokes aside. 10 strokes. That's
10!
That means 20 strokes in case you don't play golf. I will give him 10 strokes aside, and if he wins, I will give the charity of his choice, any charity.
He gave him 20 strokes. 20! On 18 holes. I mean, you see, this is the act of a dictator. I don't think so. Our president would win by at least 15 strokes, even with the 20 he gives Sleepy Joe. I mean, absolutely humiliates him. Then he goes for Kamala Harris and absolutely torches, roasts her.
But whatever else can be said about Crooked Joe Biden, you have to give him credit for one brilliant decision. Probably the smartest decision he's ever made.
Yep.
He picked Kamala Harris as his vice president.
Yeah.
No, it was brilliant. Because it was an insurance policy, maybe the best insurance policy I've ever seen, Marco. If Joe had picked someone even halfway competent, they would have bounced him from office years ago. But they can't, because she's got to be their second choice. She has no choice. And no.
I mean, you can't. I mean, then you have George Snuffleupagus getting caught on camera in a walking, doing his jog. Good for him, doing his exercise. Good for him. Admitting after covering for him in his ABC interview that there's no shot he could run the next 4 years. Here's George Snuffleupagus right here.
Hey, excuse me. Hey, how you doing? Good. What do you think? Do you think Biden should step down? You talk to him more than anybody else have lately, and you could be honest. Serve 4 more years. You don't think he can serve 4 more years? All right, that's an answer.
I don't think he can serve 4 more years. Then you have good old Nancy Pelosi. Great for stock tips. Terrible for leadership. Old vodka knockers. Nancy Pelosi coming out. Nancy Pelosi is the most senior Democrat now to signal he could still drop out. Now they do have the DNC convention in September, I believe. And I think that will be kind of their last chance to replace him. I still stand by my position. He will not be replaced. You see, Representative Nancy Pelosi of California, the former House Speaker and longtime Biden ally, gave the strongest public signal yet that President Biden could reconsider his re-election bid, suggesting Wednesday that, quote, time is running short for him to make a decision. Now, without too much of a stretch, you can look into that. You can say, well, that means he's thinking about it. right? That means he said that he's thinking about it. So there's that. I mean, you see the press secretary getting absolutely roasted every day by Peter Doocy, saying that, well, if Biden goes to bed at 8 o'clock, I mean, this one, I feel like brutal. Peter Doocy, yep, here we go.
He's sharpest before 8 p.m. So, say that the Pentagon at some point picks up an incoming nuke. It's 11 p.m. Who do you call? The First Lady? Are you guys just not, since February, testing President Biden for Parkinson's or for dementia? Because if he gets a bad result, it's all over that day.
All right, thanks, everybody.
Doesn't even answer it. Doesn't even answer it. The old deuster dropped a deuce on her. Couldn't answer it. And then, of course, the polls. Trump leads Biden in critical battleground state in post-debate poll. It looks like he's actually pulling ahead in New York on top of that, which is bananas to consider. A new public opinion poll in the crucial Midwestern swing state of Wisconsin, shout out, that was conducted entirely after June 27th. President Biden and former President Trump indicates that the Republican challenger with a 5-point advantage over the Democratic incumbent. They were just running articles that said, "Oh, Trump's going to lose Wisconsin." Now, Wisconsin has gone back and forth, and if Joe Biden does drop out, Trump's going to win Wisconsin because they can't replace his name on the ballot. But for this, it's going to be interesting to watch. According to the poll, which was conducted by Republican pollsters, Fabrizio Ward and Democratic pollsters Impact Research, so both one of each, on behalf of AARP, Trump tops Biden 50 to 45%, likely among likely voters in Wisconsin. When a third party and independent presidential candidates are included, Trump leads Biden 44 to 38. So he widens his leads from 5 to 6 points once you got RFK Jr. and Jill Stein and who's that other dork? Cornell, whatever his name is. So it's just not great. Not great. That if you watched the rally that Trump had last night, and then you ask yourself, could Biden even do 20 minutes like that? I think it's clear that, Biden should step down, but I don't want him to. Stay in, baby. Stay in, Biden. I want you to run in November. Don't let those corrupt Democrats get you to step down. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you have a like on it. We'll talk to you again real soon.